All right, so for tonight's practice, to help with osteoporosis, we are going to be doing a weight-bearing type of practice. That means it's going to help build bone, build muscle as well. It's a practice that will help you become stronger. And because it's nighttime, we want to make sure that we end class with a nice stretch and relaxation part, because sleeping at night is really important. Remember, it's Vata that is the constitution that tends to go way out of balance, and osteoporosis is happening in the Vata stage of life. And if you're already a Vata constitution, and then you have a Vata imbalance, and now you're in the Vata stage of your life, that's a lot of Vata. So you have to make sure that you are incorporating things into your life so you can avoid osteoporosis or manage it so it doesn't get bad, so you don't end up with really weak bones. Okay, let's get started with our practice. We are starting out on our backs tonight. We want to build core strength and go from there and modify if you need to, because weight bearing practice does require more strength. And so if you need to take a break and rest, then rest. Take child's pose. All right. Oh, hi, Marvy Parvy. Okay, so on your back, we're going to start out in doing some bridges. Good. So from here, we're going to lift up and then pause there for a moment. Pushing your feet into the ground. So you want to build some strength, strengthening the back body. And then we release, draw the knees in. And then lift them up. You're going to grab the baby toe side of the foot, draw the knees down into the armpits, and then press your sacrum down. Open up. And then releasing from there, going back into bridge, lining up the knees with the front of the hip bone. And then this time you're either going to interlace your fingers, or you can bring your hands right to your heels and press your palms of your hands down. And extend your right leg out. So here we're going into weight bearing. That left leg now has to work strong. Then lift that leg up, reach higher and lower. So you're parallel to the ground. Bring it in. Push and release, and then draw those knees in. Feet come up, grab the baby toe side of the foot, then press the sacrum down. And then releasing from there, going back into bridge. So you're holding bridge. And again, you want to make sure the knees are in line with the front of the hip bone. Now extending the left leg straight out. Again, it's weight bearing. You're pressing. That right leg now works. Press. Then lift that leg straight up. Pushing into that foot. Push, push, push. And then lower, pushing into that foot. And then bringing that foot in. Lower, draw the knees in. Lift, grab those feet, press the sacrum down. Baby finds his feet. Good, and then from there, we're gonna go back into bridge again.
And then lower. The legs come up, reach. And then drop those legs down and lift the upper body up. Hold. Strength. Draw in the right knee in. Pause there. Take that leg straight up. And then lower. Drawing the left knee in. Hold it there. Then take that leg straight up. Then lower. Hold. Then bringing your feet in. Pressing back up into bridge. Lift your arms. Good. And then drawing your hands, fingertips going underneath the shoulders. You're just holding it there. And then release. Good. Drawing those legs up. And we're going to lower the legs down and lift all the way up onto our feet. So we're going to be going back into bridge a little bit, in a little bit. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop down again, forward fold. Step back into plank. Weight bearing in plank. So if you need to modify, go to your knees, but I want you to really try to hold plank, strong, steady, draw back through your heels. Hold it for a little bit, and if you do need to modify, drop to your knees. Then shift forward, lower with control. Lift up Bhujanasana. Press back down dog. Right leg comes forward. High lunge. Good. Lift up, reach. Back heel is lifted. Then release. Step back, plank. Hold. Super strong. Build muscle, build bones. Go forward onto the toes, lower. Lift up Bhujanasana. Press back, down dog. Left leg steps forward, high lunge. Super strong. And then we lift up. So if you're having a hard time lifting up, so you're losing your balance, you just need to widen your base. So widen your base. Then release. Step back, plank. Hold. Go forward, lower. Lift. Step back, down dog. Right leg forward, warrior one, and come up. Reach. So hips are facing forward in warrior one. You want to draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Then take your hands to your waist and then shift forward. Lift your back leg up. So all your body weight going into that standing leg, right leg. Reach your hands out. And then lower. Release. Step back, plank. So from plank, we're going to roll to the right side and push up. Now you can modify here, but this is more weight bearing. Push up through the hips. Swing the arm around. Reach your right leg up. Step it forward for a lunge. Lift up, reach.
strong.
Then release.
Step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog. Left leg steps forward, warrior one, reach.
Release.
Step back, plank. Oh, sorry. Go back into warrior one, you guys. We got to go into balancing warrior. Sorry. Drop your hands, lower, lift up. So your back leg comes up and then reach. All your weight is into that standing leg. It happens, you guys. I'm all frazzled because I had to like run before I got to class. And then we lower back into warrior one. It happens. And then release. Now we go into plank. Super strong. Super strong. And now roll to the left side and push up. Vashisthasana, side plank. Now, if you need to modify, you drop the knee. But it's not going to be weight bearing if you drop the knee. So you want it to be weight bearing. Push. Build strength. Push up through the hips. Do as much as you can. And then if you need to modify to the knee, that's fine. Swing the arm around. Left leg goes up. Step it forward. Lunge. Separate your feet a little bit. Come up. Good. Then release. Step back, plank, hold. Hold it there. Super strong. Super strong. All right, then shift forward, lower with control. Lift up Bhujanasana. And then press back, Adho Mukha Savasana. Holding down dog. All right, picking up your right leg, stepping forward again, and we're going to drop the back heel, drop the head into the knee. So we want to keep our hips square because we're doing an add-on. So the dropping the head into the knee. Then left hand goes right next to the big toe. If you want, you can use a block and then open up. Parvarita Trikonasana, or your hand can go on the baby toe side of the foot. Parvarita Trikonasana. Swing the arm around. And then bend that knee and come up into warrior one. Reach. And then going into warrior three. So you can either bring your hands to the waist, then lift the leg, then extend the arms, or go right into it. Keep drawing your navel up. Strong in that standing leg. And then we lower. Release. Stepping into plank. Rolling over to the right side, Vashisthasana. Side plank. Push up through the hips. Modify to the knee if you need to, but I'd really like for you to do as much of the weight bearing as you can. Push up through the hips. Strong. Swing the arm around. Right leg goes up. Step forward, high lunge, separate your feet before you come up. Back heel is lifted. Bend a little deeper, big lunge, and then release. Step back, plank, hold. Then coming forward onto the toes, lower with control. Lift up Bhujanasana. Press back. Adho Mukha Savasana, down dog. Stepping forward with the left leg, drop your back heel, and again, your head goes to the knee. You can use blocks if you need to. I'm going to rotate so it looks like we're all on the same leg. Head to the knee. Now your right hand goes next to that big toe. You can use a block or baby toe. And then open up. Paricha Trikonasana. Stacking that left shoulder on top of the right. Swing the arm around. And then come up into warrior one. So reach. Open up the chest. And then going into warrior three. So go right into it or bring your hands to your waist, lift the leg, and then extend your arms. Left leg is working strong. Drop the right hip. And then release. Come back into warrior one. And then release down. Step back into plank. Roll to the left side. Vashisthasana. Reach. Left shoulder blade moves down that back. Push up through the hips. Swing the arm around. Good. Push back into down dog. Then we're going to step forward. Left leg. Come up into a high lunge. Reach. Back heel is lifted now. Go deep. So you're reaching back with that back leg. Go deep. Release. Step back into plank. Hold. Keep holding. And then shifting forward, lower with control. Lift up with Bhujanasana. Press back, child's pose. Rest. All right, then coming forward onto the forearms. Now, if you can, if you have a block, put it between your hands like this. Okay, so you have pointer finger and thumb, and that corner of the block goes right into it. Okay, you're on your forearms. Curl your toes under and then press the hand down into the floor and then press back, down dog.
Push back into the forearms. So this is a practice, and this particular sequence is going to really help build upper body strength. And then we shift forward and hover. Go back. And shift forward and hover. Modify to the knees if you need to. That's like no problem. And push back. Push back. And then shifting forward. Modify to the knees if you need to. And press back. We have one more, you guys. If you need to modify, modify. Breathing in out of the nose only. And then shifting forward. And go back. And then release. Shifting your hips back, lift up. We're going to release the upper body because that's a lot. So just release. Roll those shoulders back. Good job. And then open and release. Open and release. You're sitting on your legs. If you need to sit on a block because you have issues with your knees, you can sit on a block or two. Good. And then arms, right arm comes up and goes to the side. Open up that side body. And then release to the other side. And again, open. And then up. Drop. And then up. And then up. Drop again. See if you can drop a little lower. And then up. And go to the other side. Oh, good. And then up. All right. So from there, we're then going to interlace our fingers behind us, open the chest, giving that upper body a little bit of a break. Okay, so guess what? On our back again. So taking it onto your back, my poor mic, sweating all over it from running around the block. Okay, so find your heels right there. And you're going to lift. Fingertips are going underneath the shoulders, okay? So it goes like this, and I have to have more of a grip. You do not want to be using a slippery mat at all. Fingertips go underneath the shoulder like that. Okay? Under the shoulder. Fingertips underneath the shoulder. Now, this might be it for you. This might be it. And then you just lift your pelvis and you keep it there. If you can go to the next level, you're going to push into your hands and go to the top of your head. Like that. Keep walking your hands in. Now, if you can do more, then you're going to push into your hands and lift. I'm lifting my heels to start, and then draw your heels down. Three breaths, then pick up your head and release. Draw your knees in. Rock side to side. This is a big, big pose, like incredibly big. So I just want you to pay attention to what level is right for you. It's okay if you're in a bridge with your fingers underneath your shoulders. If you're good to go under the top of the head, you could just hold that. But when you want to come out of it, you have to lift your head up and then lower. Okay, we're going to do that again. Find your feet, find your heels. Fingertips going underneath the shoulders. Okay. Then coming to the top of the head. From there, you could stay there. Now, if you want to go out of that, you just lift your head and lower. From there, push up. I lift my heels at first, get as much lift, and then drop your heels. Hold. And lift your head and lower. Draw your knees in. Rock side to side. So we're only doing 2 of those tonight because back bend is very invigorating and I want you guys to sleep tonight. Right knee comes in, extend the left leg. Take that leg across the body, look to the right, extend the right arm, look to the right, and then the right leg goes across to the left. Just kind of helping to unwind that back. Back bend is huge, really is. Okay. And then coming out of that, we're going to do the other side. So now your left knee comes in. And take it across the body, extend the left arm, look to the left side. And then releasing out of that. Good. And then we're going to lift the knees. Now, if you have a hard time lifting your butt, you're going to grab a block and just slightly lift and push the block underneath your sacrum. Okay, sacrum is the back of the pelvis. So this is our first variation. We're going to be doing shoulder stand. And then you lift the legs up. Okay, so that's our variation 1. You want your pelvis to be higher than the heart. So if your block is flatter, then maybe turn your block and go to the higher end so that it's slightly higher, pelvis is slightly higher than the heart. Okay? The next level is going to be to lift up even higher. Hands go to the low back, bringing the feet right above the eyes and holding it there. The next level is going to be straightening out through the pelvis. Hands go lower down the back towards the scapula. And then you stack Ankles over knees, knees over hips, hips over shoulders. Sarvangasana is one of those postures that it really helps to settle down any imbalance from the solar plexus up. Especially good for the head, neck, shoulders, chest. Even out your breath in and out of the nose. And then lowering the right leg first, dropping it down so the left leg stays up, right leg goes down into a variation of plow, halasana. Do not turn your head. Then that leg comes up and we switch. Now the left leg goes down. Oops. I don't have enough space. And the right leg stays up. Then bringing it up, holding it there. And then we're going to do both legs. So both legs lower. Plow. Curl your toes under and draw your heels back. Slowly, slowly unwind so that you come up into a seated position. Right leg goes up and goes over the extended left leg. Lift super tall and then rotate. Good. That was intense. Oh, that shoulder stand plow thing. So Patty, you should be going the other way. Yeah. Yeah, so you should be rotating to the right. See, this is why live class is so much better because I can help you guys. All right, then we stack the right knee on top of the left and drop down. Now, if you can't get your head to your knee, then use a block. Okay, no big deal. Good, and then lifting up. Switching legs. So now your right leg extends, left knee bends and goes over the extended right leg. Lift up tall, rotate.
Good. And then from there, you're going to drop that knee, stack them. And again, we drop into a forward fold. If you can't get your head to your knee, use a block. Support your head. Good. All right. And then from there, we release, shake out those legs. Okay. Inhale up for 4 counts. Exhale, drop down for 4 counts. You're just reaching out towards those toes. Inhale, come up. 2, 3, 4. Breath is in and out of the nose. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And then up. 2, 3, 4. And down. 2, 3, 4. Next one, we go up for 4, down for 6. And then we slow it down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for 4 on the inhale. 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to hold it here. 4 count inhale. And then 6 count exhale. And if that's comfortable, then I want you to even lengthen further on the exhale to 8 counts. We're slowing everything down in the body. 4 count inhale. You're doing this on your own. 6 to 8 count exhale. Good. And then finish out that breath. We're going on to the back. Do a little bridge. Coming up.
neutralizing that pelvis. And then release down, arms go out to the side, legs come up, drop the legs to the right, look to the left. Breathe into your side. And then the legs come up and go to the left. Look to the right. And again, breathe into your ribs, breathe into your side. And then from there, lifting up, extending those legs, hands dropping down at your side body, palms up, bring your shoulders underneath you, set yourself up for Shavasana. Cover your eyes. If you're cold, get warm. So get warm. Good. And you want to completely relax the body. Hands are resting below the heart, palms up. That's a receiving position. And relax. Good. And begin to deepen your breath. Take a moment to notice breath in the body, parts of the body that move with the breath.
Let the breath expand on the inhale down into the pelvis, into the belly, and then into the pelvis. So the diaphragm drops on the inhale, and you're allowing the diaphragm and that lengthening to continue to move down into the abdomen and into the pelvis. Lengthening the breath, the inhale, as that diaphragm drops down. Continue to relax the breath on the inhale all the way into the pelvis. Now on the exhale, feel a letting go happen. Like you're just letting go of the muscles, letting go of the bones, letting go of your organs. And then when you're ready, gently roll to your right side. And then yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Good. Hands together, connecting your thumbs to your heart. Taking a moment, engaging the mind and your ability to manifest, seeing your muscles as strong, sturdy, stable. Seeing your bones, and imagine that you can feel into the bones, feel strength within the body, in the bones, stability. And let that strength help you to feel grounded and stable overall in general. When the body is physically strong and stable, then it's easier for the mind to be strong and stable. And we also have more endurance emotionally. We're more stable emotionally, less fluctuations. So feel that. What does that feel like? What does that look like? And may you feel that stability through the rest of the evening, strong and stable as you sleep, and awaken in the morning feeling refreshed. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Good job, you guys.